This is section 7.3, more multiplication properties of exponents. Problem 2, the got it, on page 434. What is the simplified form of each expression? Part A says x squared times x to the sixth raised to the negative 4. That negative 4 is next to the parentheses, which means it only goes with what's in the parentheses. So the 6 is going to be multiplied by the negative 4. The x squared, since it's outside the parentheses, is not involved in this particular transaction. So x to the sixth is being raised to the negative 4 power. So that's x to the sixth times negative 4, which is x to the negative 24. Now we're back to the situation where we have two of the same base, because we still haven't dealt with that x squared out there. So that we're going to add the powers, the 2 and the negative 24, which gives us x to the negative 22nd. Part B says w to the negative 2 power times w to the 5/3 power raised to the 3. Again, the 3 is outside the parentheses, so it only goes with what's inside the parentheses. So the w negative 2, we're going to bring that down and deal with that later. The w to the 5/3 to the third gets multiplied together, so 5/3 times 3 over 1 would be 15 over 3, which is 5. So now we have w negative 2 times w5 to the 5th power. So we're going to add those together. We have two of the same base, so we add the exponents, negative 2 and 5. That's w to the 3rd. Part C says s to the negative 5th raised to the negative 1/2 times s to the 3/2. We never put an exponent in front of parentheses, so the negative 1/2 would never go with the s to the 3/2 in this case. So the negative 1/2 only applies to the s to the negative 5th. So we're going to multiply that negative 5 and negative 1/2. Double negative, so 5 over 1 times 1/2 is 5/2. Now that we have two s's, we're going to add their exponents. So 5/2 plus 3/2 is 8/2, which reduces to s to the 4th power. Always reduce if you can.